the ground, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. Well, we're all built and right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. Yeah, yeah. When things go wrong, it's easy to sing a sad song. Seems like nothing comes for free, yeah. And it won't take long. Your fragile soul will soon be strong. I'll carry you so tenderly. What I wanna say is that I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
Our mini drought is now over. Back to 4 or 5 days of rain. Yesterday I started putting stuff, I guess, where it belongs. We have no idea where anything belongs just yet, but I at least have my workbench available to be used. This is going to be the longest work in progress on the shop, because eventually this will be a miter saw station of some kind with a bunch of storage. In the meantime, I gotta at least, you know, clear off horizontal surfaces so I can work on them. So I moved one of the shelves over here, one of these little metal racking shelves. I've got another one moved over here, and this will be handy for stuff. But the goal, I think, today is to empty out one of my bins. The last shop, one of the last projects in that shop was making these bins, and I've got 3 of them crammed full of tools and supplies. The 4th one is dust collection, and I'll get to this shortly. But I want to shift gears and get one of these empty so I can actually start using what's in it, but also so we can use one of these for winter stuff. So winter bedding, winter clothing, winter stuff that we don't need access to in the camper all summer long. That'll, you know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get my stuff out, get some other stuff in. Ready, want the first empty bin? No, that's fine. Put it right back where it was, and you can fill it with winter stuff.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Fighting her or taking care of her? Is it tough being you, Myrtle? Having your sister take care of you so well? Hold you in a headlock and say, come here. Let me clean your neck.
No, I don't want to.
What is this cat doing? Myrtle's just taking it though. Myrtle's like, oh, right there. Go to this other side, please. Sarah's holding her head. Like, no, I said over here. You must submit to me because I am your sister. This is Sarah on the left. Grumpy cat face, look. And Myrtle. Myrtle, 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 Myrtle. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. Sarah's got that like, what you looking at look on her face.
What do you mean?
Just memes.
They are siblings, and then they.
All right. We got 2 cats for Tyler K. One of them hitchhiked to town, unfortunately, and was gone for 12 days. During that time, we're like, okay, we'll get you another cat. And if Sarah comes back, well, then we'll have 3. Well, I didn't expect Sarah to come back, so she fell in love with this one, and then Sarah came back 12 days later. So now we have 3. Mama has basically bonded with one of the sister cats. The other sister cat, Sarah, is still bonded with Tyler K. And then this little dude is
Still bonded?
Yes, you and Sarah are buddy. That cat lets you flop her around like a doll. Just lays her on her back and plays with it. This little dude's got some energy, I tell you what. Are you a good? Okie dokie. There's my sign. 3 out of the 4 of these bins emptied. The last one's got dust collection over there, and the shop is starting to come together. It looks like it looks Cracker Barrel-ish. I've just got so much stuff everywhere. Stuff, but that's okay. Making progress.
Waking up in the flower bed, the sun is up, table set, we eat and drink. Body and bread, blood and wine, there's a time to live, time to die, and a time to be. Slow down and listen for a heartbeat. With everything in motion, say a word, hold a hand. Life is not the sum of what we plan, but the in-between.
Well, that's about as clean as those tires have been in a long time. The last time I spread this out, well, the last day that I spread this out, the only day I spread this out, was the day before a big few days of rain. Rain has passed, and then we've had 3 or 4 days of dry weather, which has allowed me to actually get out here. It's still quite a bit muddy, but back to battling the weather. So I'm going to try and make a little bit of progress on this. I don't expect to get done by any means today, but I want to make a big dent in it, that's for sure.
Tomorrow's still a mystery. Don't worry about what you wear or eat. Just stop and smell the roses. Nothing here is guaranteed, but the love surrounding you and me will hold us together. Slow down and listen for a heartbeat. everything in motion. Oh, here now. See the beauty that's woven in every single moment.
We got a decent amount done today on this. I had to break early because I promised to go to the library and spend some chill out time at the library. But for the most part, I'm up to where I want to be on the foundation. I've got a gentle, gradual slope this way. It's not perfect. It's got a little bit of wave, but hey, life is better wavy, or I don't know. So I was trying to think of something, but I've got nothing. It doesn't have to be perfect, is what I'm trying to get at. We're gonna come out here with some rakes, all of us, and smooth this out a little bit more than what it is. Not today though. I also got, I don't know if you can see it over there, it's just 4 pallets screwed together to form a square. And that's a good spot for Jamie to start throwing compost like coffee grounds and that type of thing. I've got to do an oil change on the Jeep here soon, as well as Jamie's mule. I got to fix the battery cable on the mule. What else we've got going on? I got to flatten out some of this other stuff on the other side over there. The sand on the other side over there where the septic is. Didn't want to drive over that, obviously. And inside, we've had, today was like our 3rd or 4th day of hitting 90. And for the first time today, we turned the air conditioning on in the camper. So the air conditioning, the condensation drip comes to this side, and it always drips off on this one. Hopefully we're not in here for too long. And we just got to use a bucket to catch the condensation drip, which it is like a 1/2 inch per hour, so you just swap out the bucket once a day, kind of a thing. Not ideal, but we still need to be in here until that gets set up outside. And of course, once the sawmill comes, then I'll be cutting up all the lumber for all this. I'm going to try and build this apartment with green lumber. We'll see. I know expansion and contraction and all that. Well, contraction. What else we've got going on here? Kitten number 3 is driving me bonkers because he's still too small to roam by himself. The puppy's one paw would just crush him. He's just too small. So another week or 2 in the cage, maybe 3 weeks in the cage. And then this cage, poor girl, Sarah, poor Sarah, you know, the one that went on that adventure a little while ago for 12 days and was gone. Well, now she's got a different kind of adventure. She has a fractured pelvis. It is broken in 3 locations, and she is, per vet orders, she is on bed rest, so cage rest. The cat's pelvis, the vet said it's, of all things to happen, of all animals for that to happen to, a cat's a pretty good animal for that to happen to. Obviously that's never a good thing, but he said there's a joke among veterinarians or whatever that to get cat bones to heal, you basically make sure both sides or both bones are in the same room, meaning that cats' bones have a very high success rate of growing back together. Obviously the cat's probably going to have some type of a limp or some type of a, she's not going to walk perfectly, but no surgery and she's okay. So how did this happen? We're not entirely sure. He said the most common thing that they see is a cat falling from high locations and breaking their hip, falling and landing wrong, which sounds kind of crazy because cats always land on their feet, right? We didn't see anything happen. We didn't notice anything happening. We just noticed one day she was toe touching on one of her feet. We thought, what in the world? And then she couldn't jump up to get to her litter box or her food. And then when I set her next to her litter box, she couldn't actually get into it. So I'm like, okay, something's up. And we took her to the vet, x-ray, broken pelvis, 3 locations. Tell you what, animals are troopers with stuff like that. If I go bonkers if I've got a man cold, you know what I'm saying? And here this cat is with 3 fractures or 3 breaks in her pelvis, and she's like not whining. Just the normal cat meowing type stuff. It puts things in perspective, that's for sure. Also picked up a few more totes the other day. These IBC totes, the big ones here. I got 3 of those, and then 1 plastic 55-gallon barrel, and then 1 plastic large bucket, I guess. Large bucket I'm hoping to use when I change oils under the tractor and whatnot, because the tractor, I think, has got what, 10 gallons of hydraulic oil in it, something like that, and it needs to be changed. These are primarily, I think, going to be firewood baskets. I'll take the plastic bins out. This blue one is going to be an oil catch can for everything, or oil excess oil, used oil reservoir, whatever you want to call it. That way I can pull out of it, or I can pump all the oil in, but I can pull out of it and mix it 50-50 with diesel, and it'll be a good good fire starter slash burn pile stuff. But I've got to do something with my used oil, because over there is an oil pan full of oil, and I've got another one on the other side of here full of oil, and it's just a matter of getting that going before I could actually pour it into something else. So I'm pushing my luck with oil containers. And here come the big dogs. Behind me is the blind dog roaming around over here, letting him get some free time, so hopefully the big dogs stay away from him. Jamie's garden is coming along quite well. She still has a few more things to put in the garden. My sawhorse is having an outdoor space where I could just come out here and grind away on metal, which I did today. It's just awesome. It's fantastic. The little things in life. This is Myrtle, Sarah's sister, and this cat she's got a personality. She thinks she rules the roost. Every night I tuck in the puppies. I go in their cage and give them some lovin's, and I literally ask the dogs how their day was. But I think communicating and just generally interacting with the dogs, it's just better bonding, right? So I'm in the cage, half out, and giving them some lovin's and scratching them right in front of their ears where they like it, you know. And then Myrtle comes in the cage with me, and she's nuzzling on the dogs, and the dogs are nuzzling on her, and it's just one big happy family around here, I guess. Got a lot of crimson clover popping up around the property. Last fall we just did some random seeding, just throwing it around here and there, and what we really wanted was to get all these roots in the ground all over the place, but you know, I've scraped this several times with the box blade and blah blah blah. So we focused on this side, and you see right here in the middle, right? So we basically threw seed this whole side. If this is a line right here, we threw it on that side, and right here it exploded. Not so much right there, not so much right there, but right here. You guys remember that scene in oh, what is the name of that movie? It's got Chris Farley in it. Tommy Boy. That Tommy Boy scene where they go to the restaurant. Not so much right here, but right here. Anyway, this is where the burn pile was, that 300-foot long burn pile. So a lot of carbon in the soil, and then this is just lush. So lush right here. But the clover is doing wonderful, and I've been watching a lot of videos now that we have fiber internet and I can actually watch videos again. Watching a lot of videos on, you know, waiting till this stuff goes brown, goes to seed, and then pulling all the seeds off and just scattering them to keep the clover going and reseed it and whatnot. So we have several patches of this throughout the property. I think we'll, you know, pull a little bit here, pull a little bit there, pull a little bit here, a little bit there, and put them in a bucket so we can spread the seed elsewhere. But everything else, once it goes brown and goes to seed, I'll hit a bush hog or a rotary cutter over this and just spread it, you know. Yeah, there's that. I feel like I'm rambling because, oh buddies, big dogs are back. Let me get the blind dog. The blind dog hates the puppies because he can't see them and doesn't understand them, and big dogs have energy, and he's old, 16 years old. I like to let him come out here and just wander, you know. He's stuck inside most of the day. Hey bud, you ready to go inside? Hey bud, hey bud, hey bud, you see me? You ready? All right, let's go inside. Let's go inside.
Good goodbye, and make sure to subscribe to Days Cuts and Creations and BTO3 Homesteading channel.
Slow down and listen for a heartbeat with everything in motion. Here now, see the beauty that's woven in every single moment.